Pan-Africanism is a movement that seeks to unify African people into one African community.
What use, we ask, between the grand ideologies of great founding presidents, humanism in Lusaka, conscientism in Accra, Ujamaa in Dar es Salaam, what use the ramshackle democracy of the leader who becomes the party, and the party that becomes the state, and the state that remains the handmaiden of the leader, hacking down unacknowledged but loyal oppositions, defunct and declared and banned opposition.
This play, Itoya, is one of such movements.
My dear professor, we meet again after so many years.
Ah, General, it's a good time to meet now that you are retired and we don't have to bother with ceremonies.
What ceremonies, Professor? I thought we were always square with one another. Oh, you mean the business about Festac and bringing of all the children of Africa to a festival of the race and stuff? I still think we were right. You didn't think the National Theatre should have had the military gear as core motif.
Itoya, the African dance, identifies the need for a reconnection to an identity which has seemingly disappeared through centuries of colonialism, plunder, and dictatorship.
This one, Itoya, is actually an engagement with the story of Africa, from the trans-Saharan slave trade to the African Union. Itoya is an Esan word. I mean, it's supposed to simply reflect the state of Africa. It says, we can't tell the sufferings we've been through. When you take a look at Africa, you will see why it fits so well. It is not so much that we believe those sufferings will not end or have not ended, but we want to show how they came and what ought to be done to move away from the sufferings we've been through.
Halting reforms and breeding timidity and hunger in the name of a forgotten struggle and a wasted democracy that only their offshore palaces attend.
No! Africa, blessed with an abundance of human natural talent, is viewed through Itoya as a playground calling for sportsmanship.
When you take a look at Africa, you will see why it fits so well. It is not so much that we believe those sufferings will not end or have not ended, but we want to show how they came and what ought to be done to move away from the sufferings we've been through.
Tired of degradation, Africa fights back.
Africa must become a school where even the professors must learn to stand up for those they pass on the way. They must not meet in future.
Taking lessons from this play, the message must get beyond these walls for the reawakening of this giant called Africa.
There are still struggles which people still have to make, to try and correct, because it's not just a one fell swoop that you are now free, but you still have the struggle to do all the while, all the time. So that is the basic lessons we have to learn from it.
We should be able to break all these barriers and extend our territories to other African countries to pull ourselves together to become a solid unit. We can better our lives more. We can do fantastic things, right? Not just because of the play, but as in the message is very, very important. As in the story of Africa, how we came, how far we have come, and if care is not taken, where we'll be headed if things are not, taken care of.
I do not disagree with you, Professor. I too worry about the many years of dicta. They have become faint, whose sewage suffuses our capacity to dream, to think or even adventure and embrace siblings who we shall continue to live with in our house of many mansions.